Hey everyone, welcome to the Success Nuggets for Stay-at-Home Parents, and today is day 98, episode 98. so grateful. We're almost there. Woohoo! My name is Dr. Mrs. Blessing Ishamo. I am a leadership coach, a certified trainer of the Success Principles, a family and sex coach, and also a network marketing professional. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to share and learn. I've had feedback from all we've been doing, from the Success Principles by Jack Canfield, and then the applications and the discussions we've had so far. I hope you're enjoying your holidays and preparing for the new year. Yesterday we talked about sleep, and boy, I needed to sleep. I was coming back from a trip. I had a wonderful time with the family and I needed the rest. So sleep is one of those powerful things. It's a gift you need to give yourself. It helps you stay fit. Remember, we're talking about fun and fitness, and for fun and fitness, like I said, it's my favorite, and there are so many things to talk about in fun and fitness. Today we're looking at living foods, what you put inside. You are what you eat. And you know, a lot of us, it has to do with our family culture patterns, what is handed over from generations to generations, what you eat. Especially when you get married, everybody, especially moms, want to make food enough for the husband, the children. When they're not eating as much, it's interpreted that the food is not delicious or you're not a good mom. Please. Some of these things need to go away. You would need to embrace new ways of doing things. I know I struggle with that. You know, you want to heap the plate with a lot of carbs, and from where my side of the country or my side of the world, Africans, we take this, fufu dumplings and we put them in the soup prepared. It could be made from different things, wheat, yam, cassava, and we take until the tummy is very, very full. That's enjoying life, when you have the pot belly, or when you look really, really on the big side, it means, life is good. But sometimes it could also mean you're stretching yourself and allowing or making it possible for chronic diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, and the others. So what can you do? How would you choose intelligently when it comes to fitness, when it comes to food aspect? So go for things that are close to nature. You won't go wrong. When you go for fruits and vegetables, and even with the fruits and vegetables, you also need to watch what is good for you. If you are borderline with the sugars, or in your family history there's a lot of the history or cases of diabetes and all that, blood sugar spiking, then even amongst the fruits and veggies, you'll be mindful of not taking things that are really loaded with natural sugars. But starting with the fruit and vegetables, they are loaded with antioxidants, high fiber. They would help reduce the tendency for high blood pressure, diabetes. They will help with the stress issues, helping you with your digestive issues. So it's really nice to have more of them. And then you hear of superfoods. Most times people are used to snacking on sweets and other things. You can take small steps. You don't have to just write down that new resolution. No more fufu, no more gari, no more akpu, or no more pasta, no more potatoes. No, you just reduce the portion. So the hierarchy, you have more of fruits, veggies, and then you have proteins. Some people stay away from fat completely. Please don't do that. Fat is necessary, it's very important for your body. Energy. You also need to watch on the carbs, especially if you have issues with sugar. If you cut down on carbs, or you look for replacements gradually, it will help you. So if you start this habit, you know, you already have the habit of eating the way you were brought up and all that. So doing something little for the next 90 days, just a little, like taking more water, like when we talked about the water, or deciding that the kind of snacks or the kind of things you would take in between meals would be natural and things that would boost your immunity or help you, instead of adding to the sugars. So let me give you an example. I have this. I hope you can see what I'm holding. These are cocoa beans. I hope you can see. Okay, so this is how it is in the covering, and this is when you have removed the covering. So we just toast or roast it slightly, and that's the snack. What I'm taking is what we call the natural yogurt. You get it? Natural yogurt. And you can just check online and see the benefits. Your skin will thank you, and other things. So that's an assignment for you. So you could get something like this. You could get nuts to snack in between. That way you're helping your body. You can replace some, not all of your favorite foods with these natural foods as you are building this habit. Please don't go for the all or none. Don't rush into your fridge and remove everything, because suddenly you have this withdrawal and you have this depressed moment. So this is I'm in bondage. What is all this about eating? You know, somebody said something very funny. He said, you know what, I feed my cow all the veggies they need so that I can eat them. So that way I am a vegan by extension. So, but it's been shown that people who go for plant-based foods, or people who eat more of natural stuff that don't go through any kind of processing, they look better, they feel better, they have more energy and all that, because each of these things we put in our mouth have their own energy. So you don't want something that is depressing or something that is low. You need, you know, something that is full of life, if I may use that word. So how the meat you buy is processed matters. How you process it, you know, how you cook matters. Like if you're taking boiled egg and someone's taking fried egg, it's definitely two different outcomes, because the boiled egg is more beneficial to the body. So as you sit down to plan for your family and plan for the year that is almost here, please remember that your kitchen, your pot, can be your friend or your enemy, especially for the moms and also the dads. I recall some time ago, my husband said, look, I don't want to eat at night, so whatever I'm eating ends by 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. And that really helped. I struggled with it, because you know, I felt like the good wife. I needed to make food. He needs to eat and eat and eat until he's tired. But then we noticed just that little change helped him shed a lot of weight. Just that. And it's important that you know your body type. Please don't go on any kind of modification without the advice of a dietitian or a health coach or someone that would help you understand how you can get the best out of your system. People are different. Some people think if they starve themselves, that's what will make them lose weight. A lot of it is in the mindset. So your mindset has to go with the choice of food and you taking action to stick to it. So try doing little things for the next 90 days so that that habit becomes part of you, because it's, we all know, anything you do consistently for 60 to 100 days stays with you. So I hope you would look out. I know we've heard a lot about food, superfoods, grains, what to eat and what not to eat. And when you're taking the carbs or the grains, take high fiber, slow digesting carbs. That's carbs that are not easily insoluble, carbs that are not easily digestible. Those would help with, the slow release of these sugars in the body. It will also help with digestion. So if you are someone that is always, you enjoy rice, white rice, everything is white rice, you can reduce your portion of white rice and add cabbage, or you could go on a feast of, fatty meats or lean meats, whichever you choose, with veggies that go with it. In my side of the country, or in the continent, there's this thing we call suya. My friends in the US would say barbecue. You could take the suya or the barbecue and take a lot of veggies. That way you are pairing something you like with something you struggle with. We ate a giant, a lot of cabbage recently, just for the fact that we are, taking the meats and taking the cabbage, and it was a good one. It was a good combination. So think of fun ways to incorporate the right way to eat and build this new habit of removing those things that don't serve you well. Because over time of taking processed foods and taking, a lot of carbs, over time it affects the body functions. You begin to add weight, especially the abdominal fat, the belly fat, very stubborn to lose. And a lot of times they say if you stand and you cannot see your feet, that's not funny, because it tells you that your tummy is shooting out, your liver is big or fatty, and you need to work on what you eat. If you cut down on carbs, and if you get an accountability like a dietitian or family and friends working with you, it can really help. So don't see it as something miserable. Oh, I can't eat all my nice things again. No, see it as you intentionally choosing what goes inside you to bless you. Like one of my mentors will say, when you pick up something, you ask yourself, will this inspire me or will it expire? So today I challenge you to look at your meal and ask yourself, is this expiring or is it inspiring? Is it giving me or taking away from me? Yeah, we are in a fast place, especially people living in places where they are always busy. You just want to drive in, get what you want to eat and run out. A lot of us, live that wanting to just on the go. You just grab a snack or eat by the roadside. Just remember, especially in economies that are struggling right now, most of those processed things, most of those eateries are out for how they can stay in business and still make profits. So you may not be getting quality. So anything processed around you, be wary, reduce, and try to do things yourself. Or you can have this, you can be creative. if you are like 5 or 6 working and living about the same area, can be creative about putting monies together and hiring someone to make the kind of meals you want, or pulling together funds to go get things in bulk. You actually can be creative and get someone to prepare things, so when you leave, you take your lunch with you, or for your family and all that. It's not as expensive as you think. It's just for you to be resourceful in going about choosing to live healthy. And you know what? When you fall off, don't beat yourself. Just stand up and continue. like in the festive season, oh my goodness, it is not easy. We took a lot of sweets, chocolates. we ate all sorts. And then we tried to feel good by taking the veggies and taking the nuts, but we didn't take the sweets. So tomorrow we'll be looking at something that can also help you flush or clean the inside of you, your intestines. Have you heard of detoxification? That's another thing you can do when you look at fitness. So we've looked at water. Thanks, Busola. Dr. Busola, thanks for joining. We've looked at water. We've looked at sleep. We've looked at how you manage your time. And we are talking about food today. So we'll look at how, some shortcuts. You can sweep off all the dirt that you've put inside of you, so you can feel healthy. So join me tomorrow. Remember, in summary, the things we've talked about. Remember, be aware of family patterns and intentionally change them. That you are giving your family the right kind of food does not mean you are starving them, or that you're not a good mom if they don't eat in the evenings. Like me, I was feeling like that, but not anymore. And choose more of living foods, things that are close to nature, fruits, veggies, protein, fats. Make sure you don't cut off fat from what you take. It's very important. And also, don't completely cut off carbs, but you can reduce the portion and increase these other wonderful things, the veggies and the protein and all that. And take a lot of water. Work with a dietitian. That can be a goal. What is good for my body type, so you're not just walking blindly or trying to figure out things yourself. You can actually work with an expert or a coach, at least for the next 90 days. 90 days meaning you will develop a new habit, and if it is not stressful, if it's not overwhelming, if it's just little things as you go, it will be part of you. Just like not eating in the evening is now part of my. Who would have thought I would I would be relaxed when it is evening and not feel like eating? Wow. That's what happens when you do little. Because when we started, we took our meals in the afternoon, and then in the evenings we would take garden egg and granite, or snack on one of these veggies or something, and take a lot of water. So initially that was almost like, I'm trying to understand what's going on, let me take a lot of them. But now I can go without even snacking on anything, and I love it. It's proven to help. So tomorrow we'll look at how you flush off some of these things, and then we'll also look at another very key thing in fitness. When you hear fitness, what do you think? Exercise. So some little tips on things that you can start doing in the new year for you and your family members. Remember, all this gist is in the 5 F's. I hope you have clicked on the link, so you'll be one of the first to know when the book is out and get your copy. Thank you so much for today. See you on the next episode. Bye for now.